Hello everyone, here's Savita. Good morning. Today I will be making some decorations for my table on the terrace and also some for my windowsill in the kitchen. I gathered some foliage from the garden, different kinds. And for those of you who are following my channel, you know that I pruned my fig tree and there were really thick branches, and I cut them to pieces with my saw, with hand saw, and my husband drilled a hole in the middle and I glued this bamboo sticks here, and I will be making small Christmas trees of different kinds. So if you're interested, please join me and enjoy the video. Cut some cypress branches here and some sequoia and also some from the oriental pine. And I already cut some in smaller pieces. And what I do is just arrange them around the bamboo stick here and try to put it this way so the foliage will not fall off, and just try to arrange around it. And the lower part should be a little bit wider, so when you go higher, you should adjust the width of the tree. So that's what I do. It's really very easy. I just like to use the cypress and the sequoia and oriental pine, and if I get some other evergreen, maybe I can even try the English yew. So I have 3 of those fig pieces here, but I actually have more, so I can cut some more. So it's really easy. And just like I said, you can use you can even use ivy or maple foliage that you gather from anywhere you can gather it from. If you have a maple tree, that's also a good idea for autumn. I just hope I have enough foliage. I think I do. Otherwise, I have to go out and get more. And what I really like about this cypress are those little cones, and they really look so decorative. So I will be decorating. I can also just leave it like that because it really looks beautiful with that golden color and those seed pods hanging to it. So I can just actually just leave it like that, or I can decorate. Now I'll cut a piece of cork and just try to put it here. So the foliage stay in place. So this is just a piece of cork that I cut. Now I'll make a hole in the middle with the same stick, and just put it here to keep the foliage in place. So guys, let me just show you. So isn't it beautiful? And I can decorate it with some, I don't know, ribbons, or maybe some small Christmas balls, or I can also leave it that way. Just put something on top, a star or something that I can find. I'll have to check my box, whatever I have there. And then I'll continue doing the other ones, the sequoia and the oriental pine. I'm finished doing my 3 little Christmas trees, and I will be putting them out tomorrow on my table outside on the terrace, so I will be able to enjoy it while I take my breakfast here on the table or my lunch. And so I made 3 different kinds. This is the sequoia foliage, this is the oriental pine, and the other one is the cypress. And I kept them all in red, a little white, and I left the cypress the way it is because I really like the colors of the foliage, plus the seed pods or little cones hanging to the foliage. So I think that's enough for me, and I just found this velvet angel here and some ribbons, red ribbons. And I just like to tell you that these ribbons, and I don't know if you can call them bands, I made it myself. I used to knit a lot of pullovers and scarves and beanies and all kinds of stuff for my kids and for myself and my husband. And I had a lot of rest yarn. So I decided last year that I'll just use them all up. I combined different colors and I started crocheting these bands. So I have all kinds of colors here and all kinds of length. And I use them for wrapping gifts and for artwork. And yeah. Maybe I can inspire you to do the same. Use up whatever you have hanging around just in the way and create something beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again in a few days.